Hi friend, as promised from my previous post, this is my favorite herb no-knead bread recipe. It's so delicious and easy to make. I had them over the weekend with some beef ragu. If you have fresh herbs, I totally recommend using fresh. If you don't, dry is perfectly fine. I had some thyme, peppermint, and silver leaf rosemary, which I already had growing. Now I also combine this with a little bit of dried oregano and chili pepper flakes. In a bowl, add in 1 teaspoon of sugar. I'm using custard today because I ran out of brown. Recommended, please use brown sugar. Total 300 grams of lukewarm water, but I'm adding only half here first, 150 grams, with 7 grams of brewers yeast or instant yeast. Mix them well, keep them aside to rest for 5 minutes. Then go in with 400 grams of all-purpose flour. I'm using 00 flour, which we have here in Italy. 1 tablespoon of sea salt. Start mixing this. Halfway through, about 15 seconds, add in all your herbs. Use as much herbs as you want or as little as you want. I recommend using as much as you want because this is a herb bread after all. Now I went in with all my herbs. I tore in the peppermint as well, and I added half a teaspoon of dried chili flakes. This gives an additional boost of flavor. Now incorporate all this well. Go in with the balance of your water, making sure always to use lukewarm water, please. Now, this will take you only about a minute. Mix them. Just enough to incorporate all well together. Then cover and leave them into a cold oven just with the lights on for 40 minutes. This is the perfect proofing temperature. And go about your day doing whatever you want. After 40 minutes, come back to your dough. Have a bowl of water on the side to keep your hands wet all the time while doing this process. Now, what you're going to do is lift up one side and bring it to the opposite direction. Now turn your bowl and do the same thing. In total, we're going to be doing about 3 or 4 stretch and folds. Stretch, fold over. Now cover, put them back into the oven for another 40 minutes. After 40 minutes, you will notice now the second rise, your dough has gained a little more tension and strength. Do the same thing. Stretch and fold, lift and bring out to the opposite direction. 3 or 4 folds and put them back into the oven. Now, this is the third rise after 40 minutes. Do the same thing, put it back in the oven. Now, after 40 minutes, before we do the final 4th stretch and fold, bring out your Dutch oven. Put them into the cold oven. Fan mode, 45 minutes on the highest temperature, 230. Now, in a separate bowl, I'm going to wrinkle up some parchment paper. Place them into the bowl, dust with a little bit of flour. Now, you notice this is the 4th stretch and fold. Your dough has gained really much more tension and strength. Do the same thing, stretch and fold. Bring them over to the parchment paper. Cover, leave this to rest outside for 40 minutes while your Dutch oven is heating up. Now, after 40 minutes, we are going to prep our dough for baking. Add more dry herbs. I added thyme, a little bit of rosemary, and some dried oregano. Sprinkle with some flour. With a scissors or a blade, do a shallow cut across. I'm doing a cross cut as usual. I love cross cuts. Now bring out your Dutch oven. Place your parchment paper with the dough in the Dutch oven. Cover. Be careful, it's really hot. Back into the oven on bake mode for 35 minutes. After 35 minutes, remove the cover, bring the temperature down to 206 and bake for another 10 to 15 minutes depending on how dark you want your crust. I baked mine for about 12 minutes. Now very similar to my olive bread recipe, but this one to get the same color took me only 12 minutes. Reason being olive has a little more moisture, So it takes a little longer for the crust to actually gain that color and harden up. Now you have your lovely bread. Let them cool down for at least 30 minutes before you cut into them. Seriously, I recommend anyone trying out this recipe. It's a no-fail recipe and you will just get better after every bake. I'm attaching the olive bread recipe here too. Enjoy. See you in the next one.